Good morning, Saturday Academy. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for starting your Saturday with me at 9 o'clock on Saturday, June 12th of 2020. A few quick announcements I want to go over. I just want to let you guys know that you have Saturday school today, which you're attending, and then next week, the bad news is that Saturday school is over. So next week, which is the 19th, is the last Saturday school because the quarter ends on Monday, the 21st of June. So that's the bad news. Also, today there's no math notes, so we already have a screenshot taker and a learning target reader. So you will be responsible for just paying attention and then completing your exit ticket at the end. When you finish the exit ticket, you'll work on IREADY for the remainder of the time that's left, and then you'll proceed to go to ELA with Miss Yady for 10 o'clock. Does that make sense? All right. So let's get this show on the road. All cameras need to be on at all times, and I do need to see your face. If I do not see your face, I'm going to just not have you in the class, unfortunately. I will have to remove you. Those are the school policies. So I'm just waiting for 2 people to show their face, and then I'll proceed. Thank you, Natalie. Good morning. All right. We got Nia reading learning target, and we have Juliana taking the screenshots. Again, there are no math notes. You're just going to listen, and we're going to do the work together. Everyone see my purple flowers? Yeah? Okay, now I'm going to open up this. Everyone see the notes? Yes? Okay. Out in the heaven. All right. Let's go, Nia. Take it away.
Learning target. I can successfully show my knowledge of integers, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of ratio numbers and apply them to real-world situations.
Okay, remember, there are 4 operations with integers. There's addition. The true rules state when the signs are the same, you keep the sign and add. When the signs are different for adding, you take the sign of the higher number and you subtract. When you deal with subtraction, guys, we're going to use this thing called the additive inverse called keep, change, change. When you multiply and divide integers, and when you multiply and divide with the same sign, so when you multiply 2 positives or divide 2 positives, you get a positive answer, or a positive sign with a positive number. When you divide or multiply integers with different signs, what's going to happen is you're going to have a negative answer. So different signs when you multiply and divide give you a negative, and then you either multiply or divide to find the product or quotient. Got it? All right. Here are the rules on adding integers that I just went over. Same sign, keep the sign and add. Different signs, sign of the higher number and subtract. And here's how you use the keep, change, flip. So you're going to do keep, change, and then you do the additive inverse, we call that. All right, let's look at the first question. Which of the following sentences are true about rational numbers? A, rational numbers are numbers that can be written as fractions. They are real numbers that can be positive or negative that include fractions and integers. B, rational numbers are numbers that only have 0. They are real numbers that can be positive or negative that include fractions and integers. So obviously we know so far that the second sentence is true. We need to figure out which first sentence is true as well. The third answer states, rational numbers are only numbers that are negative. They are real numbers that can be positive or negative that include fractions and integers. Or is it rational numbers are numbers that are irrational? They are numbers that can be positive or negative that include fractions and integers. Who would like to give it a shot? Go ahead, Nia. What do you think, guys? Type your answer in the chat. What do you think? Or what do we cross out? What do you think?
I think it's A.
Why? You're right. Tell me why.
Because rational numbers could be fractions and they are positive.
Okay. Everyone hear that? When you think of the word rational, remember I told you think ratio. When you see rational, think ratio written as a fraction, correct? Remember that? Ratio fraction. So therefore, the first answer is going to be A. We're going to take a screenshot after we finish the page. It'll be a lot easier. Okay, Juliana? All right. Juliana, can you read question 2 and help me figure it out, please? Go ahead.
What is the product of 4, 1, 2 equivalent to?
So Juliana, when we see the word product, what operation is product? Addition, multiplication, subtraction, or division?
It's the multiplication.
Good. So we're going to be multiplying. So we're going to multiply the numerators. What's 4 times 1, miss?
4 times 1 is 4.
We add the negative. Oh, why is this so light? I have this pretty thick. What's up next? Okay, let's try that again. Negative 4. And what is 2 times 1? We're going to multiply the denominators.
2.
Okay, now can I simplify or reduce 4 over 2? Can I make that number smaller?
Yes.
Yes. What can I divide both the numerator and the denominator by finding the GCF of those numbers? What goes into both? We don't know. We could say here, find the GCF of 2 and 4, right? So let's list the factors. Find the GCF of 4 and, of 4 and 2. So let's do this. Give me the numbers that make up 4. 1 times?
1 times 4, 2 times 2.
Factors of 2, somebody?
1 times 2, and
So what number do they share in common, ladies and gentlemen?
2.
2. So what is the GCF of those numbers then?
2. So divide by 2.
Okay, so we can divide, you see that? So we're gonna write here that, right, we would write the GCF is 2, the GCF is 2. So now, Juliana, do you agree that we have to divide the numerator and denominator by 2?
Yes.
Okay, so help me out. If I do the division, divide the numerator and denominator by 2, what am I now left with? What's 4 divided by 2?
2.
And what's 2 divided by 2?
1.
So when we have negative 2 over 1, that is equivalent to the same as just negative 2. Does that make sense to you all? So therefore, Juliana, do we pick A, B, C, or D?
We pick B.
Thank you, Juliana. All right, so Juliana, I'm gonna ask for you to take a screenshot for me and let me know once you have it. And you could post it up and call it problem 1 and 2, okay? Let me know when you have it. You can come off and say, got it, done, whatever you want to use.
I can't find the notes for that.
Okay, so first of all, there's no notes, number 1, and please write in the chat and not call out in the middle of my class, okay? That would be great.
Miss Cannella, can you scroll down a little bit?
Scroll down, like that?
Yes. I got it.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Who's trying to come in? All right. Hold on 1 second. So sorry about that, guys. Okay. I'm going to erase this. So everyone's just listening. There are no math notes today. I will repeat, there are no math notes today. And maybe someone can type that in the chat so I don't get interrupted. That would be so fabulous. If you need to say something, just type it in the chat, please. Thank you. That would make my day. All right. What's going on over here? I can't hear you. Okay, let's do the next question. Oh, this one's fun. All right, let's call on. Hello, Yerlin. Yerlin, can you read me problem 3, please? This one's for you, miss. Yerlin Garcia.
Find the sum of -2, 16, and -1.95.
So what do you know about the signs? Are they the same or different, Yerlin?
They're the same.
Okay, so when the signs are the same, what does the rule say?
Same sign, keep the same sign, and add.
Good. So let me ask you this. So the sum is what operation?
Addition.
Excellent. So tell me what we do now, because I forgot. Your classmates might not remember. Can you tell us what we do now?
First, you add
Yep, keep going.
negative 216 plus 175.
Okay, so first she says that you're going to do, we're going to write it in parentheses so we don't think it's a subtraction sign. Negative 2.16 plus she said negative 1.75. She already told you the rule. She said when the signs are the same, what was the rule again? Refresh our memory.
The same sign, you add.
Good, so you add. So I'm highlighting the negative in red for a reason. Okay, so talk to me. It now becomes negative. What is 2.16 plus 1.75 equivalent to?
3.91.
Huh? You gotta speak a little louder, honey.
3.91.
So positive or negative?
Negative.
Okay, so as you can all see, it's negative. So I'm gonna make this in another color. I'm gonna make it in blue for you. So Yerlin, is it A, B, C, or D?
It's B.
B says negative 4.91. You just told me the answer was negative 3.91.
C.
There you go. Okay, Juliana will screenshot after we complete the page. Everyone got that? Same signs, keep the sign and add. Okay. Problem number 4. Let's have Justin Hudson. Can you please read number 4? It says complete Alberto's what?
Complete Alberto's new hand to make this total score to equal to 0. What hit the month?
What must Let's see what we got. What number goes in the center of a number line, guys? What number is always in the center?
0.
0. Okay, so let's do that. Let's write 0. What kind of numbers are to the right of 0? R is right.
Positive.
Positive. So let's do this. 1, 2, let's stop at 3 here. What numbers are to the left of 0, folks? Negative. Negative 1. I think we got to go to negative 6 or something. Negative 2. Okay, we're going to go up to here. Okay, what is the first number that we have to start on? In the question, Justin. What number is that? Did you put it in the chat?
Positive 4.
All right, guys, good. We're not starting, no, it wouldn't be negative 4, it's a positive 4. So we're gonna go, and I'm going to add 4 here. So that means that I'm going to start on, let's use a different color. Let's use maybe black, might be easier to see. Okay, here we go. We're on positive 4, we wanna go to negative 6. Do we go to the right or the left?
Left.
How many?
Right.
Good, how many times?
6.
1, 2, count with me.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, so that brings me to negative 2. We want to get to 0. If I'm at negative 2, how many spaces until I get to 0? This is where now we stop.
Spaces to the right.
Good, we have to go 1. How many spaces?
2.
So what number goes in this blank?
0. No, 2.
So the rule now, if you were to add these integers, is what? Different signs what?
You have to subtract different signs.
Good. You guys all hear that? Right? So we had different signs. So we keep the sign of the higher number. Oops. Let me put this up a little bit. We keep the sign of the higher number and subtract. So what Nia did and Justin did is they did the 4 plus the negative 6. Oops, let me make a plus sign here. And they got negative 2 to be that answer. And then they said, well, negative 2, as you can see what's circled in black, I need to hop You need to have 2 spaces to the right to equal 0. Hold on, Julie. I just want to make this a little bit smaller. Does everyone see that? Does anyone have any questions on what we just did? Okay, so therefore we should circle what answer? A, B, C, or D, guys?
B. No.
So -2, or we have to go 2 spaces? A. Oh, everyone see that? We have to go to A. Okay, so Juliana will now screenshot 3 and 4. I know some of you are doing it on your phone. That's fine. So she'll put up 3 and 4 now in Saturday school for us.
I got it.
Okay, so we're going to take that away. Anyone have any questions so far, or you guys are like, okay, I got this now? They drilled it in my head too much. What do you guys think?
I think it's getting easier for me.
It's getting easier and easier, right? The more you do it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do number 5. Let's hear from, hey, Noah, can you read number 5, sir, please?
A teacher gave a test with 50 questions, each worth the same number of points. Demi got 40 out of 50 questions right. Marlene's score was 10 percentage points higher than Demi's. What was Marlene's score?
What was Melanie's score? Okay, so let's look at what we got to do here. And you're going to try to help me out, sir, okay? Can you do that? Can you do that?
Yeah.
Noah? Okay.
Yes.
Noah, how many did Demi get correct? What does it say that Demi got correct on her paper?
It says that she got 40 correct out of all 50 questions.
Okay, let me ask you this question. Let me pick your brain, see if you remember. When you take an assignment, when you take a test or a quiz, okay, how much is the test, a quiz, or an assignment that we, your teachers, give you always out of? What does that denominator always have to be? Somebody can help them write it in the chat if they don't remember. What does the denominator always have to be? It's your score out of what number?
Out of the total.
Which is what? Which is what? If I give you an assignment, you don't just say, hey, I got a 3 out of 4. That 3 out of 4 is a percent out of what number?
100.
Thank you. So my denominator has to be 100. So therefore I need to figure out, right, Noah, how do I go from 50 to 100?
From 50 to 100?
Yeah, how do I get there?
Multiplication?
Yes, multiply by what?
50.
50 times 50 is 100?
No.
No.
2
Thank you.
times 2.
Good. So for whatever I do to the denominator, I do to the numerator. So therefore, what is 40 times 2?
80.
80. So 80 out of 100 is what percent? What percent did she get on her test?
At 80%.
Okay. So Demi earned an 80%. Now here's the next clue. Melanie got 10 points higher than her. So how do I figure that out?
Multiply 80 times 10, which is 90.
Okay, so if Melanie, 80 times 10 is 90, listen to what you said.
Wait. No. 80 plus 10 is 90.
Good. So what did Melanie get?
A 90% on her score.
Good. So on the test, on her score, is her score on the test, I guess it says here, I wrote. So what answer do we pick? A, B, C, or D, guys?
C.
Thank you. You have to match your work to the answer. Does that make sense, folks? Does anyone have any questions on how we got this? Because you're going to have to know this for 7th grade and just in general. Okay. Number 6, Emma, can you please read this one? And then Juliana will screenshot it when we're done.
Mariah
All right.
Mariah received
negative 20 points on her exam for 5 wrong answers. How many points did Mariah receive for each wrong answer? Hint, divide.
Okay, so clearly, what's the operation we're going to do? I gave it to you.
Yeah, we're going to divide.
Okay, what are we going to divide? Look at the word problem.
We're going to divide 5 divided by 25.
Are we going to divide 5 by 25?
I mean, no, 25 by 5.
What kind of 25?
Negative 25.
Okay, so number 7. So we're going to divide negative 25 slash 5. Now, what is the rule when we're dividing? Are the signs the same or different?
The signs are different signs.
So when we're dividing, when the signs are different, it's always what? When we divide, it's always a
Negative.
okay. So help me out. If I was to divide 25 by 5, we know what that is. What does that equal to?
It equals negative 25 and negative 5.
Okay, so how much is each incorrect point?
Each incorrect point that Mariah got was 5, negative 5.
Right, and negative 5 times 5, is that negative 25, young lady?
Yes, it is.
So therefore, we say that it is B as in boy. Does everyone see how we got that? Okay, I'm going to let Juliana screenshot number 5 and 6 for us. Okay, again, there are no math notes. We're just paying attention and solving. Adam, you're going to be next. Get ready.
I got it.
Thank you, Juliana. Appreciate you this morning. Thank you, Seer. All right. All right, so the rest of this, B, da-da, da-da, okay. And this. No one has any questions so far? You guys are all good? Okay, we're just reviewing. We're just reviewing things. Okay, let's look at number 7. I wrote it over here so that it's on its own page. So Adam, the name is Maddox. I had him last year. Go ahead. Go ahead. Adam? Okay, Mariama, can you pick up?
Maddox buys 1.2 pounds of strawberries. The strawberries cost $1.29 per pound. To the nearest cent, how much does Maddox pay for the strawberries?
Okay, so we have it, I laid it out. What is the operation we're going to do if we want to find out how much she spent on 1.2 pounds of strawberries? Mariam. Multiplication.
Multiply.
Good. Multiply, multiplication. Why is this so tiny? What operation, we got that. What would the number sentence look like? If we're going to multiply, what are we multiplying?
1.2 times $1.29.
Okay, when you multiply that, 1.2 times $1.29, what is the new amount of money that he spends? How much does he spend on these 1.2 pounds of strawberries?
$1 and
$1 and
$548.
okay, wait. I'm gonna write that in a second. Let me just fill this in. Okay. So you said that this should say price per pound. So you're saying it's how much? Read me back the what you got on your calculator, please.
$1 and 548.
$1.548. Okay.
Yeah.
Now it says rounded to the nearest cent. When we think of the word cent, we see century. How many years are in a century? Is it 10 or 100?
100.
Okay, so when we're dealing with money, we always go 2 places after the decimal. I'm not going to say, hey, I got to give you a $1.548. Do I say that?
No.
No. So we're going to go 2 places after the decimal. And the rule states when you're rounding, you're going to go to the next number. If it's 5 or more, you raise the score. 4 or less, you let it rest. So here we have an 8. So do we keep it at 54 cents or do we round it up to the next whole number?
Round it up to the next whole number.
Okay, so it should be what?
$1.55.
So that's approximately what he would pay for the strawberries. And that is what I would pay the cashier when I check out at the store, right? At the bodega,
Yes.
right? $1.55 for the strawberries. Does everyone see how we rounded? So it was a lot of steps. You had to come up with the operation. You had to do the math, and then you had to round to the nearest cent. This is why good readers go back and reread the question. All right, Adam, you got number 8, Adam. We're going to try you again, Adam. If not, we're going to go to Natalie Lopez. I don't think you're unable to mute. I see you're having a tough time there. We can't hear you, though. We still can't hear you, bud. Thanks for trying, though. All right, Miss Lopez, please read me number 8. What does it say about the school football team?
The Echo football team is having a car wash. The team spent $55 on supplies. They earned $275, including tips. The team's profit is the amount the team made after paying for supplies. What is the team's sum of integers that represent the team's profit?
Okay, so Natalie, question. What does the word profit mean? Is it money earned or money we lose? Let's start there.
You earn.
Good, so we have to know that. So we're gonna write the word profit is money earned, which is positive or negative, Natalie?
It's positive.
Good, we're gonna just write that down because that's gonna help you. Okay, so what operation? We wanna find the sum, Natalie. What operation is sum for?
Addition.
Good. Okay, what are we gonna actually add here? Look at what it says here. You spend $55. Is that positive or negative? If I spend the money.
Negative.
Okay, so let's write number sentence. We got negative $55, correct?
Yeah.
And then it says that you earn $255. So if I earn the money, is that positive or negative?
Positive.
Okay, so now help me out. What do we know about the signs now? Are they the same? Are they different in purple?
They're different.
Okay, so what does the rule state?
That the sign is different.
What do you do? Different signs, what do we do?
They stay the same.
Keep the sign of the what number? Higher number, and what's this S word?
Subtract.
Okay, yeah, that was a trick one, right? Okay, so let's keep the sign of the higher number and we subtract. So Natalie, 275 minus 55 is how much? That's going to be the profit that you earned on the Speckle football team. So if we don't know, what I like to do is I like to do 275. Because it's going to come out even. Look, 55. Help me out. What's 5 from 5?
0.
And what's 7 from 5?
2.
And 2.
220.
So 220 what?
Dollars.
So what's the profit?
It's 200. It's B.
Good. Everyone see that? Okay. So Juliana will now screenshot number 7 and 8. Hold on, Juliana. Let me just configure the page for you. Hold on, Juliana. Okay. All right, Juliana. There you have it, Juliana. Are you good, Juliana?
I got it.
Awesome, Juliana. Does anyone have any questions so far, though? Just want to make sure everyone is with us. Are you all with us? No questions so far? Okay. All right, let me just get rid of who's trying to come in now. Okay. All right, we're pretty much almost done. So then what we're gonna do is, okay, here we go. Oh no, what's going on over here? I'll just go like that. Okay, we got 2 more questions left on number 9 and 10. So let's hear from Ramesses. Go say, can you read me question 9, sir? And you're gonna try to do it. I have faith in you, sir.
It says find the difference between 3,000 and negative 250.
The difference in operation, sir.
Subtract.
Okay, subtraction. Now, let's write these numbers down. What are we subtracting first, Ramesses? What's my number sentence?
3,000 minus negative 25.
Good. 3,000 minus negative 250, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we have to apply a rule. When we are subtracting integers, we use the keep, change, change, which is the additive inverse rule. Okay, Ramesses? So rule. We're going to use the keep, which is the K. We're going to use the change, which is the C. Keep, change, change. Oops. Keep, change, and then we use the change, which is the C, which is also known as the additive inverse. So, okay? So we're going to take this question, which is our number sentence, and we want to figure this answer out. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to highlight this and show you how I'm going to apply the rule here. So I'm going to annotate this in another color. I'm going to, all right. So it says we're going to keep the 3,000. So we're going to keep the 3,000. We're going to change the subtraction sign to what sign, Ramesses?
Addition.
What happens to the negative 250? What does that now become?
Becomes positive
Positive what?
250.
Excellent. Okay, so now that we have that, what does the rule state now? Are the rules the same or different?
Same.
Same signs, what do I do?
Keep them.
And?
Add them.
Excellent. So help me out. What's 3,000 plus 250? That's super, super easy, sir.
3,250.
Yeah. So 3,000, that was pretty easy, right? Pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
This now, I think you could, you can't see it now, right? No, okay. So what answer do you pick, A, B, C, or D, sir?
B.
B says negative. Careful.
Oh, actually A.
Careful. Don't let them trick you. All right. Noel D. La Rosa, number 10. Please read it, sir. This one's super easy, guys.
If an elevator rides down 27 stories, what integer represents the situation?
All right, so I want you to understand this. When you go down, what kind of number is that? Positive or negative?
Negative.
Is that above or below sea level? Negative.
Below.
Okay, so now you go down 27 stories. What integer is this? Negative 27, 27, 72.
Negative 27.
What do you pick? A, B, C, or D, sir?
A.
Good. Easy, right? All right, Juliana, there's number 9 and 10. Please screenshot that for me. I will open up your independent practice in a moment, or your exit ticket, same thing. Juliana, we're good?
I got it.
Awesome. Okay, there will be something that you will have to also do in order to have this class be done. We're still not done yet. All right, so let's go to Saturday school. Here is the exit ticket. So if you paid attention, and if you go to the screenshots, even if you came in late, there's no reason why you can't get 100 on this. It's not hard, I promise. If you paid attention, it's pretty straightforward. Okay, pick your class. We talked about the question about demi, so we should all remember what we said. We talked about the first question about rational numbers. Right? Okay, let's go over it. So we did the question with Demi, and I believe Noah did this. Noah, do you remember the answer to this question with Melanie? Do you remember what you did, sir? Noah did this question. So Noah, do you remember what you picked when you did the Melanie question? I think Nia helped you on that one.
90.
90. So you would circle this answer, 90. Number 3, which of the following are true? I think Nia did this question. Not you, Nia?
A.
Good job, Nia. 3 was, oops, A. Sorry, that's weird. 3 was A. Let's try that again. Here, 3 was A. Find the difference. This is the same thing we just did, but it's 9,000. So it's 9,000 minus negative 250. So who thinks they can help me figure that one out? Who wants to try this one? 9,000 minus,
I can.
who's that? Nia?
Yeah.
Keep, change, go.
We will keep the 9,000. We will change the 250. We will change it to the plus sign. We will change the 250 to a positive 250.
And what do we get?
And then we get, wait, that's 9,000 plus 250.
Which is what answer?
C. No. A.
A, careful. Okay, keep, change. Now you're going to answer how many points did you earn today? It's out of 3 points, either 0, 1, 2, or 3. We got 2 responses. That's, wow, 11 responses. Holy cow. So got a lot of people that got, I got 100% that got 2 right. I got 100% that got 3. Oh, people didn't, you know what it is? People didn't pay attention to the signs on question number, where was it? 4, I think it was. Yeah. Okay. So what I need you all to do right now, in order to get credit before we do IREADY, is in the chat, you're going to answer this question. So in the chat, you will use 3 sentences to answer my question. It's going to be this. On a scale of 1 to 10, please rate today's Saturday school lesson and provide evidence from class to support your answer. Use problems from the lesson to support your answer. And you have to say what the problem is. So you're going to use a minimum. You have to have at least 3 sentences to answer my question. On a scale of 1 to 10, please rate today's Saturday school lesson and provide evidence from class to support your answer. You must use problems from the lesson to support. So you're going to say, for Saturday, I'll give you the sentence starter. For Saturday school today, I rate, for Saturday school today, comma, I rate this class a blank because I say this because blank. And I don't want to hear it was good. That's not what I'm asking. There's your sentence starter. For Saturday school today, I rate this class a blank. You put the number because blah, blah, blah. I say this because in class problem, whatever it was, problem, then you can put the number. That's what it needs to happen. Is everyone clear on what we're doing? Does anyone have any questions? Okay, please answer that now.